if you would have 2 or 3 of them where you were able to solo carry, that was enough to keep you queuing for the next week, because you would want to get to a point where you could experience that high over and over and over again. But with League of Legends being in a balanced state, the issue that we now encounter is the fact that it doesn't feel like
I'm pretty sure there's an ad for like drugs in here somewhere if you edit this correctly. I'm very sure. Like we're arguing for like the solo kill lottery instead of actually like playing the game meaningfully, and it's better to play like 5 games that are really high quality, like back and forth, instead of like playing 10 where you're just like cycling, like whether you're a winning team or losing team 15 minutes in, who gets the first blood.
Much. Instead of pressing tab and thinking about how ahead you are, you're thinking about how behind your team is. We went from being a solo carry oriented game to being a team game, but the team game fantasy is completely ruined because you can't even communicate with them. To give
that
you an
is
analogy,
true.
It's like you're stuck in a burning building. You're trapped with 4 other people, and God tells you that you can have 20 strength points. These points can be allocated however you wish, and when
What
they're
is
put
he
on
saying?
one person, that person has the capability to completely rip away all the debris, keeping everyone trapped inside, and render him able to actually save everyone's life single-handedly. But then one day God tells you that each person can only have an allocated maximum of 7 strength points. So the issue is that now one person cannot single-handedly rip away all the debris, and since everyone has earplugs in their ears, they can't even coordinate either. So instead of getting a scenario,
what is this fucking analogy? It's so pointless. Just 1 minute segue.
People to escape the burning building, the only thing you're getting is less individual impact, and you just have to sit there and watch everyone burn alive in what otherwise should have been a scenario where you would have been able to save everyone's lives. And now I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, but Dantes, how
Blood
can
is
something like that
woeful.
even be fixed? Should we just go back to the old mythic system, or what is the actual play? And to that, I tell you that there are 2 and only 2 answers. The first one is Riot reverts on what they've done, and with that, they would only have to make 2 changes. The first one would be the reversion of the durability patch, and the second one would be the across-the-board nerfing of CC abilities and the buffing of tenacity. Part of the reason why League of Legends feels super unfun nowadays is because every single game plays out the same. You're gonna look at a team comp and you're gonna think, huh, they have tanky champions that will CC us until they die. And both teams will have this every single game. I started playing this game with my chat recently where I asked them who's the squishy champion. And when I look at a Lulu at level 13 that has 2500 HP and she's the squishiest member of her team, then the funniest part is that the game can't even exist. Because the truth is that nowadays there are no squishy champs. There's no way for you to single-handedly kill people unless you have 20 kills, and so you're thrust into an environment where you're forced to work with your team or else you just can't function. So Riot just has to decide, do they want League of Legends to go down the solo carry route and remove the durability patch and actually reintroduce solo carry facilitators back into the game? Or do they want to go down the team route? And for the team route, the only thing they would have to do is introduce voice comms. And now I know what people are going to say, but Dantes, League of Legends is toxic. Sure, but it doesn't have to be. If you lock voice comms for players that are only above honor level 4 and you enforce strict moderation for the voice comms, then even the most diehard of ranked players will want to be...
They're already doing this with the regular chat slowly, and how many pings you can do and everything. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to use that in the voice chat.
Somewhat bearable because they'll want to be able to communicate with their team so that they can actually win games. Riot would just have to enforce a stricter punishment system and then actually reward honorable behavior, and it would allow voice comms to flourish in this community. And that right now is the problem with League of Legends. It's the fact that Riot has taken this haphazard stance where they're exploring 2 different routes that are so astronomically different